This is the KRUI News at Noon, brought to you in part by the Daily Iowan. This is KRUI, Iowa City.
Sopchyk. Here are the headlines for this Tuesday morning. The search is on for a new UI president.
ISIS is growing in North Africa.
And Iowa on medical marijuana expansion.
Terror groups are growing rapidly beyond Syria and Iraq, most dangerously in Egypt and Libya. Leaders in other countries such as Yemen, Afghanistan, and Pakistan have expressed support for ISIS leaders. The ability of ISIS groups to take advantage of collapsing states is resulting in their growing presence in North Africa. Extremists have been taking over government buildings and even radio stations to gain control.
More locally, Senator Rick Bertrand is pitching a new bill in the Iowa Senate that would overrule the 21 ordinance in Sioux City. He also wishes to bring back the discussion of the ordinance in local college town of Iowa City. Unfortunately, a conflict of interest may interrupt his plans, as Bertrand is a bar owner himself and is the president of Jar Imports, a distributor of Argentine wine in the state of Iowa.
The University of Iowa is hosting a veterans panel discussion regarding the Oscar-nominated film American Sniper. American Sniper tells the story of former Navy SEAL Chris Kyle, an Iraq War veteran and U.S. sniper. The discussion will focus on the public perceptions of the military as well as veterans' thoughts on the film. Veterans say they're eager to share their side of the story at the university. This event will be held at 5 p.m. tomorrow in the Teacher Leader Center in the College of Education.
Another hot topic, same-sex marriage. The U.S. Supreme Court is now following in Iowa's footprints, making it national by the end of June. Social change occurs in this country as fast as lightning, and in this case, a huge storm is just around the corner. This week, Alabama is the 37th state to legalize same-sex marriages, and many more states are soon going to be following in Iowa's path.
Also in Iowa, the search is on for a new UI president. The first open forum intended to gather community feedback for the next University of Iowa president was somewhat of a bust. Only 20 people attended the 12-minute meeting, but that's not what dissatisfied people most. While they did not release the names of the members, the Board of Regents did announce that there will only be one university staff member on the search committee. Those that attended did not seem pleased with this decision, but they do appreciate the opportunity to speak at open forums. A number of similar forums will be held this coming Friday.
Another open forum in Iowa, this time on a plant, not a president. Iowans are pleading for an expansion on a medical marijuana program. Families were offered to speak on Monday to state legislators about the program, which is not effective according to the ones who need it. Many Iowans have strong emotions in regards to the program, saying it is impacting their entire families and creating a significant financial burden. However, Governor Branstad still has a concern about the medical marijuana eventually getting into the wrong hands.
Polar vortex talk is back. We've heard a lot about the bitter temperatures and mass amounts of snow to hit the Northeast recently, and unfortunately, the Arctic blast is headed our way. You thought it was difficult to beat last winter's relentless cold? Well, the Northeast has seen its coldest temperatures in nearly 3 decades. The polar vortex is in motion up north, and it's all stretching our way for another frigid week here in the Midwest.
Speaking of those bitter temperatures, here's a quick look at the current weather forecast for Iowa City. The sun is pretty deceiving out there, so be sure to bundle up if you are heading out today. Right now the temperature is 14 degrees, though it feels like 0 with the 15-mile-per-hour winds. That's all we have for you for your news at noon today. Be sure to check out our next KRUI News live at 5 tonight for news and awesome interviews. Stay tuned right now for sports. For KRUI, I'm Jaclyn Kain.
And I'm Kelsey Sopchyk.